here from Piano Lessons Info, and today we're talking about which chords sound sad. Okay, so there aren't really sad or happy chords, but there are chords that when we teach them, we say these are the sad chords and these are the happy chords. So if you're not really in the mood to play chirpy, happy, super upbeat music, these chords might be for you today. Okay, so the sad chords are really the minor chords. So a major chord sounds like this, and a minor chord sounds like this. Okay, so really when I do teach chords ear training, I ask my students to say, you know, which one's major, which one's minor, and which one sounds sad or which one sounds happy. So the minor one is basically the one that usually sounds sad. Okay? Or melancholy, or, you know, moody, like that. So there's the minor, and there's also a minor seventh, which you could use. Okay, it's the same kind of feeling, but it adds one extra note, a bit more complexity. Okay, so we're adding that seventh note to one side or the other. Okay, so a minor chord or a minor seventh chord, they are the sad chords. So you could figure out any minor chord on the piano either by knowing the notes or by figuring out this pattern. So there is a pattern. Everything is a pattern in music, and this is the minor chord pattern. So if you see this chord, which is A minor, okay, we've got our first note here. We skip two. We've got our, oh, I got my G's here. We got our second note of the chord here. We skip three, and we got our third note of the chord. Okay, so I kind of call it skip two, skip three pattern. We could do the same thing here, where we skip two and we skip three, and that is our minor chord. Okay, so minor seven chord, if you wanted to figure that one out, we skip another two there. And we've got a 2-3-2 pattern. Skip two, skip three, skip two. Okay, so that's a quick rundown of how to figure those out. Not every minor chord will go together, but I've got a very nice chord progression. Actually, we'll do that now. Okay, so not every minor chord will go together, but I've got a chord progression for you here that you can play. Actually, I've got two. One's harder, or one's more complex than the other. So this first one that we're going to do is just A minor, D minor, G, A minor, D minor, F, C. Okay, so you can just play it in its root position. So I kind of do a double G there. A minor, D minor, F, and then to C. Okay, so that was A minor, D minor, G, A minor, D minor, F, and then to C. Okay, so if you want to play a slow song, you could break the chords up in terms of, instead of playing them solid, play the notes broken. So sometimes this style makes something sound a bit more sad. So you're not probably going to play fast, you're probably going to pull it back, play a bit slower, and you can try playing. Alright, I'm going to show you how to add some melody on top too, but I'll move to the next chord progression for that one. So the next one we're going to use the minor seventh chords, starting with A minor 7, D minor 7, back to A minor 7, D minor 7, then to E, D minor 7 over F, to G, suspended, or G to A minor. All right, so we can do the same thing. We can play it solid, or we can play it broken. So if your ear heard a bit of melody from that, it's probably picking up the top note, which I made just a little bit louder than everything else. So that's one way. Even if you're just playing a random chord progression like this, you can create your melody by just making that top note ring out a bit more. So I'll play it again. And just emphasize that just a little bit more. So that's one thing you can do, especially if you're playing broken chords. All right, so that's one technique for creating that. You can do it solid. You just have to really have developed your fingers enough that you can quiet everything down, like everything else you're playing. So there's a few chord progressions for you to try out this sad feeling. Let me know how you go. If you have any questions, let me know. If you want to post your video to share, you can do that in the Facebook group, which I'll also link. And yeah, I hope you enjoy that one, and I will talk to you later. Okay, bye.